My name is Gary the Numbers Guy. A lot of people know me as GG33. This is the 305, but today we're going solo. And one of the reasons we're going solo is because every now and then I got a lot to say with this big fucking mouth of mine. And we don't want any heat coming on my co hosts. Because Gary does not give a fuck. Gary has never given a fuck. Other people do. So I want you guys to understand, I'm about as real as it gets. No matter what they call me, no matter what they pretend to call me, a Mossad agent, CIA asset, no matter what they say about me, these people under Anon accounts, they've never been targeted. These people in Anon accounts, they have never. I've been debanked, bro. I got my account clipped over 26 times. Over 26 times I got my account clipped. And they want to call me an asset. I put my name out there. You don't. You hide like a bitch behind your Anon accounts. Myron Gaines can criticize me. Nick Fuentes can criticize me. Sneeko can criticize me. A whole bunch of people can criticize me. You know why? They show their face. They got skin in the game. You have no skin in the game. No one knows who you are. They talk about First Amendment rights. I'm a big supporter of the First Amendment, which is protected by the Second Amendment. I'm a big supporter of this stuff. What I'm not a supporter of is cowardice. If you don't have what it takes to go out there, post your real name, who you are, if you don't have the cojones to do that, just be quiet. You might as well be quiet because nothing you say matters. Iran was attacked today. Iran was attacked by a joint task force of America and Israel. And a lot of people are very upset. And if you have loved ones, in Iran or any of the other 6 nations that got hit today in retaliation, I feel you. I really do. But to the billions and billions of people who have no direct connection to the confrontation, we're all economically affected by what's going on. Iran is a leading producer of oil. In past situations like this, when you had a situation where an oil giant like Iraq or someone other in the Middle East was going to get attacked, you knew there would be a spike in oil. People made money on it. Futures trading commodities. This is nothing new to people who actually know how the financial system works. But people never look at the fine print, do they? I mean, come on, don't bullshit yourself. You know you're scrolling down, just hitting okay. Every single one of you do it. Stop bullshitting. But when it comes to world politics, you guys do it exactly the same way. The supreme leader was killed today. We'll talk about that a little bit later in great detail. But in chess, it's not what you do now. It's the 3-4 moves you made to set up what you're doing now. See, chess is a game of strategy. And so is political influence from a hard and soft level. When I mean a soft level, I'm talking about bribing people. I'm talking about using money to get what you want. When I talk about a hard level, I'm talking about military. I'm talking about regime change. I'd rather do everything with a soft stick. I would rather there be no war. But come on. We live in reality here, don't we? And the reality of it is, did you know there are 6 planets that were aligned today?
Yes, bro. On the 28th.
There were 6 planets that were aligned today. And Iran got attacked. I'm sure you think that is a coincidence. When I'm talking about 6 planets that align, this is not something that happens every year. This is something that is extremely rare. And they made sure to put Khomeini in the ground along with the Iranian military leadership, or what's left of them, on a day where 6 planets aligned. Do you know what that means? That means the people at the very top are using numerology and astrology to plan world events. Billis, will you look up on Google when the Iranian regime was founded and just post it? Well, I mean, when the Iranian Revolution started, and post it up there. I think you guys will find this extremely interesting because, yeah. Yep, I will tell you guys the exact date. Yeah, this is good enough. There is something that happened January 1978 that was indeed extremely special. Especially on the first 33 pure day in 1978. See, 2 events on completely different levels in completely different parts of the world. In one, the opposition to the Shah, the American-backed Shah, and somewhere else in Cleveland, Ohio, in the middle of one of the biggest snowstorms in that city's history, I was born. The same day the Iranian Revolution started, I was born. I am connected to this revolution from an energetic standpoint. And Iran changed things. All of a sudden, this country that was very westernized went extreme right. And I'm talking about religious right. A theocracy. The Iranian theocracy was born February 11th, 1979. That's when it solidified. That's when it established itself. But what happened on January 7th, 1978 is what created it. This Iranian Revolution was started on a 33-day in numerology, the same day I was born. And today, it died. Today, the Iranian mullahs understood a little bit too late. If you fuck around, you find out. But before we go into my spiel about the Middle East, what's going on, how most of these people are being played for fools, understand that what was created on a 33-day by the elite was ended on a day where all 6 planets were aligned. Something new's coming. Something very different is coming. A new type of political system. The UN matters as much as yesterday's newspaper. This is imperialism at its finest. But if you remember in the very beginning, what did I tell you guys? I told you this is chess, not checkers. And before Iran was attacked, there was a series of events, which we'll go into detail a little bit later on. But the main event happened January 3rd, 2026, when the United States of America went into Venezuela and snatched that motherfucker up in 45 minutes. We liberated, key word, we liberated the oil from the Chinese, from the Russians, from the Cubans, and we made sure that oil would be available to the world right in time for us to go into Iran and change that regime, because we didn't want the oil to spike. So Donald Trump made a preemptive chess move to get rid of Maduro, right as the Chinese were right there making deals with him 4 hours before that. He sent a message to Venezuela. He sent a message to Iran. He sent a message to all other puppets of the CCP around the world. China can't protect you. No matter what they promise, no matter what type of weapons they give you, they cannot protect you. No one, including Allah himself, can protect you from Donald J. Trump, because Donald Trump is the commander-in-chief of the most powerful military institution in the world. If the United States of America wants you, you're done. My advice to the mullahs, my advice to what's left of the Iranian regime, leave. Take the money you stole from your people and go to Dubai. And maybe we'll let you live out your last days as a free man. Because I promise you, if you don't play ball, you'll end up just like your supreme leader. And by the way, Donald Trump don't play. Donald Trump does not play. The American military does not play. Not only did the 9 Life Path Khomeini die in a 1 universal year, they took his kids out too. They took his bloodline out too. I want the people who are opposed to America in positions of power in the Middle East to understand something. I once heard an American general say, if you go against us, someone else will raise your kids. Under President Trump, you're going to meet Allah with your kids at the same time. This is a different breed. This is not Joe Biden. This is not George W. Bush. This is not a bitch in the White House. This is our fucking Caesar. He's taking what is rightfully ours. A lot of you motherfuckers out there want to talk about Jewish supremacy, Israeli supremacy. Fuck all that. This is American supremacy. Do you understand? China is our enemy. Do you understand? The Chinese Communist Party is America's enemy. You guys get this? I don't give a damn what you guys say about Israel. We think I'm happy with the Israeli regime? You think I like Netanyahu? No. But China is our greatest enemy. And China had 3 plugs for oil coming off the market First plug was Venezuela. Uh-oh, Maduro's gone. Next plug was Iran. Uh-oh, Supreme Leader's not there anymore, is he? Last plug is Russia. Now, only a fool would think the American military is going to start having fucking battles with Russia. That's not happening. But see, with Russia, a serious world power, a serious regional power that sometimes wants to try to outpunch its economic class. Russia's been offered a deal by Trump. You guys hear this? Get those legs up. Russia has been offered a deal by President Trump. See, the last president of the United States was a criminal who stole the election. And thank you, President Trump, for the freedom to even say that, because if he said that 4 years ago, by account. Not anymore, because Donald Trump is president and we have more free speech now. But when Joe Biden was president, our adversaries did whatever the fuck they wanted. Under Trump's leadership, they fear us now. And, you know, obviously it's better to be loved than feared. I want the whole world to love me. Yeah, right. I would rather, if I have any brains, be feared, because you keep people in line, where loved ones can kind of mouth off sometimes. America is either loved or feared all around the world. And that's not a bad thing. Since America took over the world in 1945, because that's what happened, guys. America did take over the world in 1945. And since that time, more people have been lifted out of poverty, not just in America, but worldwide, than at any time in human history. So with America on top, billions of people have been uplifted out of poverty in a capitalistic system led by the United States of America, including about 500 million Chinese. 500 million Chinese that would still be talking Japanese if the Americans didn't save your ass during World War II. Oh, I got history lessons. You think you're just here for numerology? Nah, pimp. I got history lessons for days. World War II cements numerology and astrology is real. Cut these clips up. Russia, founded in 1991, year of the goat, is at war with NATO, founded in 1949, the year of the ox. Ox and goat are enemy signs. And Ukraine, founded in 1991, year of the goat. So the NATO wanted the goat country Ukraine to join it. NATO is an ox. Ukraine is a goat. And because they wanted to join forces, a war happened with another goat nation. And you want to tell me numerology and astrology isn't real? Iran starts with the I. I is the 9th letter. Not a good year for Iran, is it? Not a good year for its supreme leader, who is dead. Ayatollah Khamenei, 9 life path. The leader of Iran that starts with the I, 9th letter, was in charge of Iran for guess how many years? 36. You want to do the math, pimp? It's over.